Duchess is working in the castle laboratory with her assistant, Cheeky Monkey.
"Well, Cheeky," began Duchess, "I don't know about you, but at the moment I am all out of ideas." "You'll think of something, you usually do," replied Cheeky cheerfully, as he looked down his microscope. "What about the self-dunking biscuits, or the rolling fridge you were thinking about last week?" "I have still got to work out some of the problems on those," replied Duchess, "and I can't seem to find anyone who wants to buy my ideas and make them." "I wonder if we'll make enough money to go on an adventure," Duchess said. "What's that?" Duchess said. "I don't know," replied Cheeky, "but there's another one." "Look up there," said Cheeky. "It looks like a trail of smoke." Shortly after, Duchess and Cheeky have gone outside the castle, and they hear the familiar voice of Tom the Zebra. "Did you see that?" he said. "I think 2 large fly machines came down by your lake over there." "We must go and investigate," said Duchess. "Stay here, Cheeky, and carry on with our experiments in my lab while I go with Tom in his car."
Down by the lake, a lone robot-like figure stands by his crashed saucer, looking very sorry for himself. Meanwhile, a group of 3 odd-looking creatures had filed out of their rocket and surrounded the robot.
"We have him now, Wren," sneered Grun, the green-looking creature. "That we have, Grun," replied Wren, the red-looking creature. "Ooze him now before he tries to get away, Grun."
And so Grun began to squirt green ooze from its long snout all over the robot.
"What is that?" asked Blot, the blue-looking creature. "It must be a native, come to see what the strange noises are about. You go and help Grun get the robot into our spaceship, and I will deal with the natives," replied Wren.
When Duchess and Tom arrived, 2 of the aliens were trying to push the robot into their rocket.
"What are you doing?" asked Duchess. "And where are you from?" "We are the Oozatrons from the planet Ooze," began Wren. "We are sorry to have disturbed you, but we have been searching for our robot here. He has broken down and escaped, ran away in one of our spaceships. We are taking him back for repairs," continued Wren.
The robot's saucer began to slide into the lake, and then all of a sudden it plunged into the water, creating a spray which splashed all over the Oozatrons and the robot. The Oozatrons started to cry out as if in pain and ran back to their rocket. With a large roar, the machine took off.
"How extraordinary!" exclaimed Tom. "Very," replied Duchess. "Not at all," answered the robot, who by now was completely clear of the slime. "Their kind hates water." "You can talk?" asked Duchess. "Why didn't you before?" "Their slime prevents my kind from working properly. The only thing I could do was lock my brakes on to stop them from pushing me into their spaceship," he replied. "Once inside they would have made me their slave or taken me back to be sold as a slave." "So you don't belong to them at all?" asked Tom. "Not at all," he replied. "Their kind hunt my kind for sport to make us into slaves." For a moment the robot looked a bit fearful. "Your kind doesn't take slaves, does it?" No, not here on the Island of Toys," replied Duchess, and Tom nodded in agreement.
The robot's saucer sank, slowly and loudly, beneath the water.
"Oh no!" exclaimed the robot. "My spaceship!" "Well, it looks like you'll be staying on the island for a while," said Tom. "If you like, you can stay with us," said Duchess. "I've plenty of room where I live, until we find a way to recover your spaceship." "Why, thank you," replied the robot. "What do we call you?" asked Tom. "Yes," said Duchess. "What is your name?" "My name?" asked the robot, sounding a little confused, but then he brightened up. "Oh, you mean designation. I am called I-12." I want to, repeated Tom, with a smile, as he started to laugh. What's the matter? Asked Duchess. His name sounds like he wants to do something, Tom continued to laugh. I want to, repeated Duchess, scratching her head, and then she said with a kind smile, I get it.
With that, Duchess and Tom led the robot back to the car to see his new home.